lot of people always ask me, which is that one tablet to buy around 10,000 rupees? Now the answer is not that simple. Because on the surface, there are a lot of these good Android tablets, but when you look closer, some of these have underpowered chipsets, some have low resolution TFT screens in 2025, some have eMMC storage, some are just way too old now, but there's one option that's actually the best all-around budget tablet. This is Rupesh, you're watching Silicon. Subscribe for more useful videos like this, and I'm talking about the Realme Pad 2 Lite, which is not perfect, you'll see, but this is the only budget tablet you should buy. Here's why. So this is the Realme Pad 2 Lite, and this usually goes for 10,999 with the bank discount, which is generally available for any bank. And I like this because at this price, this does not seem to have any major, big compromises. First of all, this display is great for the price. A 10.95-inch display with an almost 2K resolution, 90Hz refresh rate, 450 nits of brightness is awesome for what is a budget tablet. And you know what? The colors look nice, the viewing angles are good. It's 16:10, so not a lot of letterboxing in videos. It's sharp enough, so text is not a problem. And 90Hz does add to the overall smoothness. Also at 450 nits of peak brightness, this is not the brightest screen you have ever used, but a lot of these budget Android tablets have 400 nits of peak brightness, so this is not a deal breaker. Also, this has Widevine L1 sports apps like Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, play the videos at Full HD or 1440p at best. But yeah, no HDR support here, but again, budget tablet. Now what's awesome though are the speakers. No Dolby Atmos or anything, but the quad speakers here are loud, and more importantly, vocals and instruments sound pretty clear, pretty crisp. Now the whole display and speakers combo is the reason why I like this tablet so much around the 10K price tag, but the performance is solid too. This has the MediaTek Helio G99 processor, which is present in a lot of budget tablets, and there's 4GB RAM in the base model, and there's 128GB of storage, which is great because a lot of tablets still pack in 64GB storage in the base variant in 2025. I'm looking at you, iPad. Anyway, I checked and this is UFS 2.2 storage, not eMMC like a lot of budget tablets. And while the Helio G99 isn't a world-beating chipset as you can make from the benchmarks, it's good enough for a budget tablet like this because the performance is mostly good. Most of the times the UI is lag-free and works well. App launches are fairly fast. Scrolling and using apps is no problem. I mean, this is running Realme UI 5 and this does have a lot of multitasking features which actually work well here. I mean, you can use this gesture to put apps into split screen. You can use the smart sidebar to put apps into split screen, drop any recent files, all works well. This button on top lets you switch apps easily. You can also put apps into a floating window like this. You also get this taskbar here, but strangely this is only available on the home screen, which kind of defeats its purpose. Now as for gaming, casual gaming is good too. Yes, it can handle BGMI at low settings, and games like Asphalt run without any problems. And what's important to note is there's no heating issues here, which is again important because a lot of people might get this for their kids. Now battery life is great too. The 8300 mAh battery gives you a screen on time of around 8 hours, so 2 days of lots of usage easily. The 15-watt charger is obviously slow. It takes around 1 hour 45 minutes to fully charge the device, but hey, budget tablet. Now connectivity wise, what I like is that the base variant of the Realme Pad 2 Lite, which we have, comes with a hybrid SIM plus micro SD slot. So you can put in a SIM card, use the data, and yes, you can use it for calls too, but the calls either work on speaker or on earbuds, no earpiece here. Now, apart from this has Wi-Fi 5 support, but no worries in terms of speeds. And this has Bluetooth 5.2 with LDAC support. Now, all this is great, and honestly, I like this design too. The back has a dual tone sort of design with this vegan leather strip, and this helps in the grip. Also, this might not be the sleekest tablet, 8.3mm and 525 grams. It is heavier than say the Redmi Pad SE at 478 grams, but it's not a problem if you ask me. The weight distribution seems fine, and I had no problems using it. I also like that the bezels are as small as they can be on a tablet. The 8MP rear camera is also good enough for documents and some casual shots. And the 5MP front camera is decent enough for video calls. Okay, so this actually looks like a good all-around budget tablet, right? But nothing's perfect in this world. Nothing's perfect. Nothing. See, while I like this design, there's no fingerprint scanner here, just face unlock, and it's all plastic. There's no screen protection here officially or an IP rating. So if you're planning to give this to your kid, just ask them to be calm and not bang it around, or just get a case and screen protector. Also, while this display is great, there is no HDR like I mentioned, and this attracts a lot of fingerprints. Also, I'm not too sure about updates here. I mean, from what I could find on the internet, this is supposed to receive 2 years of updates. But before you say hurrah, hooray, whatever that is, There's no mention if these 2 years are for security updates or OS updates. I mean, this has been getting security patch updates, but it's still on Android 14, Realme UI 5, so that's a little gamble you have to take. Apart from this, I have to mention that the performance is good, keeping in mind the budget price tag. And since this is the 4GB RAM base variant, it does kind of feel slow when you have a lot of apps open, so yeah, something to note. But at the end of the day, these aren't big deal breakers at 11K, 12K, because after having used a lot of these budget tablets, I will still recommend this because this is just great all around for the price. And the display is actually great, speakers are awesome, battery life is good, and the performance too is solid when you keep the price tag in mind. Anyway, if you are someone who's using the Realme Pad 2 Lite or any of the other tablets in the same price segment, make sure to share your experience in the comment section below so that everyone can know. And yeah, make sure to subscribe. What are you doing? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.